I ain't gonna lie, like I was just on this house arrest shit for a couple months. Like that shit simmered the nigga down too. Like that shit taught me how to focus. Like that shit taught me about what's important. Like I can't just be anywhere. Cause my PO would question me like, what are you doing here? Like you not supposed to be here. Like woo woo woo. Like and then I had to explain to her what I'm doing. Like so you feel me? I'm focusing on getting this, this house arrest shit. So I'm just doing what I gotta do. But it's crazy though, cause I'm in San Diego with my girl, and then my uncle out there, I see him on a story on Instagram. I hit him. I'm like, you out here in San Diego? Like, woo, woo, woo. Like, I tap in with you. What you, woo, we got. So I pull up on his hotel one night. His hotel like 30 minutes away. I pull up on him. We talking, you feel me? They drinking and shit, you feel me? We smoking and shit. We just talking for hella long. I'm showing them some of my unreleased songs. I ain't even had hella unreleased shit. Like, I just had like 2-3 good unreleased songs at the time. Like, and this a couple months ago. Like I wasn't working that hard. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like I was never in the studio like how I am right now. He was like, he listening to, I'm showing him gangster shit before it came out. Like I already had it recorded, but I ain't drop it. He like, oh, this shit hard. I'm showing him some other shit. Like he like, you know what you need to do, nephew? He's like, nigga, you need a sacrifice. Like you need like a 3-month sacrifice. Just work, nigga, work, and just see what that shit do. Like you feel me? Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, what you mean? Like. I'm like 3-month sacrifice. Don't go on no trips. Don't go out and kick it. Just straight studio and you just be home with your family. Just sacrifice. I'm like, damn, all right. As soon as I get back home, I'm already supposed to be on house arrest, but me and my lawyer, we've been stalling that shit for hella long. Like, I've been trying to get a lot of shit done. But she like, you got an appointment up there. I'm thinking it's just to sign up for the ankle monitor, you feel me? And I'm signing a paper or something. Man, that motherfucking lady came and put that motherfucker around my ankle. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, what's this? She's like, oh yeah, you on ankle monitor. Like, what you mean? Like, you gotta do this many days. Like, you feel me? And then you'll be off if you good. I'm like, I'm thinking I came to this bitch to sign up and pick when I wanna get on this motherfucker. You feel me? Hell nah. She just put that bitch on me. I was sick. I was like, damn. So yeah, they put that bitch on me. And then shit, I ain't gonna lie, like.
How long were you on it?
I was only on it for like 3-4 months, but that was my sacrifice though. Like it's like he jinxed me like, wait, like it's crazy how he say 3 months and I go on that shit for that certain amount of time. It's like I'm forced to. That was my sacrifice. Like and they know, like, you feel me, they know that I rap, you feel me, I do this, I do that, you feel me, so all I'm doing is I'm just going to the studio and shooting videos and shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That shit, house arrest got me in my bag too. Like I'm in the studio. It was nothing to do. Like you feel me? I couldn't do what I really wanted to do. So you feel me? I'm in the studio so much. It's like that shit like going to the gym. I tell niggas like, I tell niggas that got talent. Like when you in the studio, it's like going to the gym. Like nigga, you can't show up for the basketball game, nigga. You ain't been practicing, nigga. You ain't finna start, nigga. Sit your ass on the bench. Like, niggas that been putting in work, these are niggas that's gonna start, nigga. You gotta wait your turn, nigga. Yeah, you got talent, but nigga, you ain't been putting in work. Like, you feel me? That's the same shit. So, I'm in that gym putting in work, and I'm getting better and better. I'm not writing nothing. Freestyle, punching. I'm doing hooks, hella shit. Like, nigga, it's like that shit in me for real. I feel like this shit on my sleeve. Like, I could freestyle a song faster than I could write that bitch for real. I ain't gonna lie.
What'd you do with your first big bag from rap? Did you invest it? Did you just blow it?
Hell yeah, like I'm young, like probably just turned 19. Like we not used to touching like no shit like that, especially all rap. Like what, nigga, we buying chains, grills, yeah, glasses, nigga, clothes, like you feel me? We fucking around, but I always got my shit together though, like you feel me? Always got an apartment, like you feel me? Whoop, 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 like you feel me? Always had my little hustle on, you feel me? But nothing major, like niggas wasn't too big on that investing shit when they was that young, I ain't gonna lie.
What was the biggest thing that you blew the money on?
What the fuck is it been? I ain't gonna lie, like me, like it was kind of both of me. Like I spent a lot on my look, and I spent a lot of money in the studio because we was still always independent. Like, and I always had to pay for my own studio sessions. Like I'm going to a studio session that's $100 an hour. Woo woo woo. Like you feel me? Woo, that shit add up. Like especially when you in the booth for real. Like I was just fucking around for real. Just doing anything I wanted for real. Like, I was really just doing anything I wanted. If I wanted that shit, I was getting that shit. Like, you feel me? Whip, if I wanted it, I'll buy it. Like, ice, if I wanted that shit, I'm gonna buy it. Like, you feel me? I probably had like 3 grills, like 3 Cartiers, like, hella little shit. Like, it was fucking around.
You mentioned the car. Was it fully loaded and everything?
What you mean fully loaded?
Like all the extra stuff. Like
Nah. I just had a little Audi.
Okay.
A little Audi. When I was a young nigga, though, I come from a Dodge Stratus, you feel me? Like, that motherfucker was a buck. Like, my mom handed that shit down to me, like, that right before that motherfucker was finna break down. Like, every time I used to hit the block, like, motherfuckers know when DaBoii hitting the block, nigga, cause I had, like, my steering wheel was, like, rusty, and it was hard to turn. So every time I turn, you hear, like, you hear me coming down the block. Like, you feel me? Like, oh, that's DaBoii every time.
Okay. How did the group actually come together back in the day?
How did we go? Niggas came together on some, like, all right, my niggas is my niggas. Like, T.O., he had his own little clique. Like, it was just him and his man's Wayne for real. Like, we was deep, though. So, but I knew T.O. because I used to play the game with him. You feel me? He was always on the game. Me and my niggas, like, I'm going to school with my niggas, like, you feel me? We going to parties, we just going everywhere. Like, it's my family for real. Doing everything. But T.O. always doing music. But I used to play the game with him. Like, and I was supporting that nigga too. I was like, hey, cool, like, I play the game with this nigga. I'm supporting. And I ain't never really linked up with that nigga for real. Like, so one day, I just hit this nigga, like, what you on? He like, shit, nothing. I'm like, cut, we over here trying to work this studio, bro. Like, we don't know what the fuck to do. Can you come show us something? You feel me? Like, the program we had, like, he was like, I can't really show y'all because I don't work on this program. I can show y'all what I do on my program. Like, you feel me? He's like, what the fuck you got? Like, I think he had Pro Tools. We had something like Reason or something. Like, that shit, I don't know, that shit was dumb. He was like, bro, it's better if y'all just come to my stool. But then he was like, I charge y'all like whoop an hour. Then he thought about it. He was like, matter of fact, bro, no charge, bro. Like, you good, bro. You my nigga, bro. These my niggas. Like, you feel me? We're gonna get this shit together. And that's how that shit came about. Like, Slimmy went to T.O. garage first. Like, after that day, like, you feel me? Them niggas was texting. They got each other locked in. Slimmy was the first one to go to the garage. He made a song with him and T.O. and he sent it to us in a group chat. We was like, oh, this motherfucker going crazy. And then shit, me and Brody, we came to agreement, like, and we meant that niggas was gonna make this shit one, SOB, RBE. We was gonna take over the streets, you feel me? We already had the streets, so you feel me? That shit was easy, like, all we had to do was just, you feel me, do something. Like, you feel me? The city was gonna support, like, you feel me? But when Brody tagged along with us, like, you feel me, it was easier for all of us to blow up. Like, he really been making music, but we was never making music, but like, we already had the streets and we already had our generation, like, you feel me? So
you guys were both buzzing.
Yeah, when T.O. and Slimmy dropped their first song, I posted the preview on my Twitter and my IG. I don't even think Slimmy had an IG and shit, but I don't know about it. They ain't even had Twitters and shit. Like, I had that shit, like, and I got like 100 retweets. And it's everybody from the V. Like, you feel me? That's big for a nigga that, like, this ain't even my song. Like, these my niggas. I got everybody supporting this shit. Like, you feel me? It was cracking. I ain't gonna lie. Like, the city was supporting. As soon as niggas started dropping, like, it was easy. Niggas just took off for real.
You know, I'm sure everywhere you go, people are always asking about the breakup and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What's been the aftermath of the breakup? Like, what's changed the most?
I mean, shit. I still be on the same shit. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm the same nigga. Like, ain't nothing really changed besides, like, mode. Like, you feel me? Like, niggas is getting better mentally. Like, you feel me? Like, niggas is elevating. Like, niggas is finally, like, you feel me? Like, that hard work paying off. Like, I feel like I could really do something solo now, for real. Like, and I ain't no cocky shit or nothing, but, like, you supposed to feel like the best nigga, but, like, I ain't gonna lie, I really feel like I'm him. Like, I'm one of the best niggas out. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm the best nigga out, but I feel like that. You feel me? Like, when I'm in the studio, like, I feel like can't nobody fuck with me. Like, even my favorite rappers, I feel like I get in the studio with any one of them niggas. Them niggas, I let a nigga come on first. I feel like I could rip him. You know? Like, even if he one of my favorite rappers, like, I don't know, like, that shit just be in me for real. Like, I've been tripping lately, I ain't gonna lie. Like, but
What's the craziest thing you've seen about yourself since the breakup on the internet?
craziest thing
Or heard about yourself?
Heard about myself. About the craziest thing I heard about myself. Niggas say I hang with rats and shit up on the internet. Like, come on, cuz, like, I don't rock like that. Like, what DaBoii say he is, that's what DaBoii say he is, nigga. If I say I don't do this, if I say I do that, then, like, you feel me, that's what it is, nigga. If I say I don't do something, that's what it is. But, like, the way this generation is now, like, it's the internet world. Like, I'm still old school. I still play by the old rules, you feel me? Like, I live in reality. I'm not finna take my world to the internet, cause you feel me, that's not how I was raised. That's not what I was raised upon, you feel me? Like, I'm raised around like OGs and shit. Like, we don't respect that type of shit. Like, you feel me? Like, if motherfucker, like, if I was really hanging with rats, like, it would have really been out yet. Like, you just hearing it out of nigga mouth that's on the internet, that got a following, so it's easy for motherfuckers to run with it and say this and that, you feel me? But nigga, you pop up, motherfucker ain't gonna pop up to the city and see what's really going on, nigga. You would never in life see me around no rat. Like, nigga, I got a whole son that look up to me. Nigga, I don't rock like that. Like, nigga, I'm a grown-ass man out here, you feel me? That shit cute and all on the internet, but you feel me? I'm too solid. Like, I'm not one of them niggas. I'm not finna prove myself to no fucking internet, like, you feel me? All the little fans that be saying that shit, like, they not even street niggas, like, real street niggas know, like, you feel me? And ain't nobody gonna approach me in person and say no stupid ass shit like that, like, you feel me? Cause they know how niggas coming, like, so I don't even bother that shit, like, you feel me? That shit's crazy though. Like, that's some crazy ass shit on mamas.